It's your girl Stephanie coming at you with another video. Have you noticed? Huh? I don't know if you have recently seen any kind of upgrades in regards to like the quality and the sound. I don't know if the little lights and stuff like that in the background are a little bit too much for you. You let me know in the comments down below. I feel that they're nice, but if they bother you or if they're a little distracting, just let me know and maybe I can change something on it. But anyway, until then, I like them. Since the last posting of my last video and everything like that, I was actually not in a not okay place, hence, you know, the difference in me. I wanted to go ahead and give my series type thing some context prior to going ahead and letting you guys know. I have upgraded my camera. I've upgraded a lot of things since then. So I'm hoping you guys are really liking this and I hope you guys are really enjoying it. So stay tuned for more beauty videos and stuff like that. Now that you guys can actually see the shit, you know what I mean? Compared to when I was filming on my iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and share what has been going on in regards to my PCOS dietitian. So we've been having a lot of fun and things like that. We've been having a lot of like chit chats and talks. Obviously there are going to be some things that I'm going to keep private, you know, just because of personal reasons. Within the first meeting with my dietitian, we went over a lot of history. As I explained in my last video, I've had a lot of difficulties with food. So I didn't realize how how closely bonded those things are in regards to making lifestyle changes and things like that. I've been doing a lot of work in regards to that, helping to repair my relationship with food, helping to explore more stuff in regards to healthy options, eating more well balanced. I still struggle with that. I mean, and I know that it's a marathon, not a sprint, and to get very, very much ahead of myself very quickly. So it's just because I hold myself to high standards, total Aries energy, I guess. Always have to be the best at things. So anyway, we're getting off the topic. So
we're not going to point out my character flaws, okay?
I went ahead and took a few notes because I am definitely very much a list maker. I am definitely very much of a, okay, finish a task, you cross it off type thing. Just because it helps me stay more structured because I'm a very unstructured person. So it helps me stay organized and on top of things. And if I need to look back on things, we talked about my history. We talked about the nightmares. I've been in and out of doctor's offices. So basically, I gave her the whole sob story that I gave you guys about 2 weeks ago. We did go ahead and track my cycle. I am on a few other additional supplements. I'm still taking my OVASITOL, if that's a question. I am still religiously taking my OVASITOL. I am also now on a vitamin B complex. I am also on a vitamin D complex, and I am also on magnesium. For those reasons, she went ahead and explained to me. I'm not going to get too much into that just because, you know, it's not a one size fits all. I do want to go ahead and add a disclaimer as well too, that the things that I'm going to be talking about, I am just simply, you know, sharing my experience, sharing my journey along with managing my condition as in regards to also my weight loss journey. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about is directly personalized to me. So what's for me will not work for you. So just keep that in mind. She takes a lot more of a functional nutrition approach, which makes sense to me because all of these cookie cutter diets and just don't work for me. Okay, they may work for some other people, they may work for you, they may work for this, but they do not work for my particular situation. So I did point out a lot of things as far as for the gaps that I am missing in my nutrition, which was a lot. So one of the best things about it is that since I can tend to get very ahead of myself, I can get very like, okay, that's great. Okay, I know this now. Let's move on to the next thing versus like trying to make a habit of the first thing that she had suggested to me. Like, I just want to go ahead and move on to the next and the next and the next and the next. Like, it's some kind of race and I can't do that. And then after that, I tend to overwhelm myself to the point to where like I feel like I don't do anything because I just get so overwhelmed. And so I'm working on trying to change those things. I can develop more better habits. So in between then, I am also reading self-help books to be able to go ahead and manage those things, to help reprogram myself to be able to make better habits and better choices moving forward for the rest of my life and be able to manage my condition. And let me tell you, this is something that is extremely hard, and You literally have to take something like this one day at a time. And, you know, I have my moments to where, like, I feel like I should just give up. And I can't do that because, one, I'm already financially invested. And two, it's just because I wanted to make this change. I took it upon myself to do the research. I put myself in this situation. Now I need to see this through. So, moving forward, here are some of the things that we had discussed over the last couple weeks. I'm notorious for not going ahead and preparing a lot of things. I have had to meal prep in the past, but I just kind of tapered off just because I didn't know what to do. I wasn't eating anything balanced. Hence, I was having a lot of digestive issues. I was breaking out more. I noticed that I was gaining more weight. And just seems like my periods were still doing good, but I noticed that they were in between cycles were way too long. We also tracked my menstrual cycle as well too. And it turns out to be that I am not ovulating, or if I am, it's very, 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 very late. My cycles are still not up to par. Now, just to clarify, this has nothing to do with OVASITOL. I am still having monthly periods, so I personally thought, well, maybe I'm having a period every month, so everything's gravy. No, it's not, actually. From what she had mentioned to me, again, this is personalized to me. She said that even though you're having a regular period, from the time that you track your period and then by the time you have your next one, the normal is everywhere from 28 to 31 days. Mine's 45. Which means I'm not ovulating. It goes outside of OVASITOL. OVASITOL, like I said, is not an end-all cure-all. It definitely helps, and I still stand by OVASITOL by all means. So I love OVASITOL. OVASITOL has completely changed my life. But this is just me taking the steps to additionally help aid that. I wanted to go ahead and get myself back to a 28 to 31 day menstrual cycle versus 45 plus days. She also has additional videos and things like that on her Instagram, which I'll go ahead and link it down below. She gives fabulous information, and she is the most amazing person I have ever worked with. Even if it's just about a few weeks in, she gives so much information, and it is really, really educating for somebody that is going to continue to monitor my cycles and things like that. So one of the things that I was severely lacking in my nutrition was vegetables. So I will be the first to admit, I hated vegetables. I hate a lot of them. There's a lot of them I will not eat. One of the main things that we were discussing, I'm just looking at my notes here, that she put a task on me for a week. So my task was just this one task for the week, which is great because me being a list person, I need tasks. The first one was to go ahead and eat breakfast every single day. I can go ahead and show some recipes as far as for what I had made. I'm simple. I don't like anything extravagant. I'm a very on-the-go person. I am extremely busy. Some days I work 4 10s. Sometimes those 10-hour shifts can turn to 12-hour shifts. So I am on the go. I have very long days, and then I have a few days off, and that's about it. But at least I at least need one day to recover from my hectic week. I was bad at eating breakfast. I would just not eat a nutritious breakfast. I would maybe eat a piece of toast and be on my way, and then find myself starving throughout the day. And then some days I don't even get a chance to eat a lunch, and just because we get so busy. And I'm constantly moving all day. I am just scooting. And which is great, but at the same time, it's just it could be very detrimental for somebody like me. The things that we're trying to work on is incorporating more nutritious vegetables and heavily nutrient dense foods. One of the recipes I'm going to be making is a chia seed pudding, which I will go ahead and kind of show. I'll do a different video in regards to what I eat in a day, is if that's something that you guys wanted to know as far as for what I eat in a day and things like that. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know, and then I can work something out for that one. So I was severely low in fiber. That is one of the things I was really low on. I was really low in fiber, hence a lot of the times I wouldn't necessarily like, sorry if this is TMI, I wouldn't necessarily like get constipated, but I noticed that I did have a lot of digestive issues, kind of similar to like IBS, to where like I would be in the bathroom for a long time first thing in the morning, if you know what I mean. So, but a lot of that had to do with the fact that I was eating a lot of fast food. I was extremely lazy when it came down to like prepping my meals, and it's just like, oh, you know what, I'll just get Chick-fil-A at work. I'll just get Chick-fil-A at work. I love Chick-fil-A. and it's like I will just, oh, it's all right. I forgot to pack my lunch. That's okay. I'll just eat some Chipotle. It's fine. It's fine. That's healthy, right? I would do that all the time. And one, it's just expensive. And two, it's just like I need to be better at it. I need to be better at just, I need to stop that. So, but it's one of those things to where it turned into a problem because I didn't know when to stop. You know what I mean? That's when it started to turn into a problem for me. One of my goals was to add more veggies to breakfast and dinners. So dinners are one of my main things. So dinners are like mainly where I get a lot of my nutrient dense foods, because with dinner it's a lot easier to prep because it's at the end of the day, you have to do nothing. But one of the goals was to get 35 grams of fiber per day. And I'm still struggling with that because, again, I don't like vegetables. But I'm learning to like them. So we're making progress here. We're making progress. And it's just because I didn't know how to cook them properly to make them taste not like garbage. You know what I mean? Another one is to add 1 to 2 cups of veggies per meal. So 1 to 2 cups of veggies can be a lot. Like, that makes up a good portion of your plate. And one of the things I am starting to learn as well too is that for my circumstance in general, since I do not have insulin resistance, is that carbs are not the enemy here for me. Again, for me. But I know that I was hardwired for a really long time to make myself believe that carbs were bad. And, oh, you can't eat this many carbs, you can't eat this many carbs, you know, like you got to stay away from carbs, you can't eat that many, you know, you got to watch your carb intake, because that's all I knew. I thought that just because I had PCOS, like, carbs were bad. And in some cases they might be, because, you know, again, every circumstance is different, but I'm just telling you what's for me. So more veggies will help make me feel fuller longer. And it also will help with the cravings. So I am notorious for getting fast food cravings, because kicking the fast food diet and kicking the sugar diet, like as far as for like the addictive properties that are made to be in fast food, it's almost like somebody trying to quit smoking. Like, it's literally everywhere around you. Like, I literally have a McDonald's less than half a mile from my house. Like, literally I could walk there. It's one of those things to where, like, trying to kick such an addictive behavior is actually something extremely hard, but my determination is stronger than that. So, like, my determination to be able to lose the weight, to feel healthier, to get rid of like this excess weight off of me, just because I do not feel comfortable in, like, I just don't feel comfortable in the situation that I'm in. So you get what I'm saying? I don't feel healthy. Like, I want to feel healthy. So, I mean, aesthetics are a different thing, but I want to be able to feel healthy. She's teaching me is how to eat better quality foods. So quality foods are something, again, that are something that I never knew. Just because, again, being raised on tortillas and you know, freaking beans, like refried beans, not the good kind, refried beans. You know, you don't know how to eat quality foods and well-balanced foods. I am currently working on positive affirmations. So for me, dealing with literally trying to undo, you know, almost 20 years worth of body image issues is going to take some time. I mean, we are all struggling with that. That is something all of us struggle. And a lot of it has to do with the society that we live in. I mean, granted, there's more body acceptance than there was a long time ago, and I already explained that. It's just that trying to undo all of that, and I'm not giving myself a time limit because this is something I'm going to be working on for probably a few years down the road. It is something that to go ahead and give myself positive affirmations, to not be so hard on myself, and that even if it's little progress, remember, progress is still progress. Even if you have a soda addiction like I do, girl, don't even get me started on my love for Pepsi, okay? I have not had one in a long time, since I started this. And it was extremely hard to not want to have a Pepsi with my dinner. It was extremely hard to not want a Pepsi when I'm out, or a Coke when I'm out, Coke from McDonald's, from when I'm out and about, running errands. Instead, I have to drink more water. And that was extremely hard for me, is kicking that sugar habit. It is, like I said, it's equivalent to somebody trying to learn how to quit smoking. Like, it's extremely hard. It's a real problem. And that's what I was realizing, is that I had a real problem with this kind of thing. And I'm trying to fix it. It's actually hurting my body with a lot of these things, which has been taught to us to be more normalized. Oh, drink a Coke, you'll be fine. Oh, you just relax, it's just a Coke. It's no big deal, it's just a soda. So it's really bad for you. And, but it's made to be looked harmless. And so anyways, I'm getting off topic again. But yes, so I'm giving myself positive affirmations, as in, like, instead of like thinking about, oh, well, I don't know if this thing is working out. I'm not seeing any progress, or am I really even going to heal like myself with this thing, or am I just dumping a bunch of money into something that may not even work, because I have actually thought these things. I can't think like that all the time, because it's not going to get you anywhere. So, and on top of that, it's also going to make the experience less enjoyable, and I'm not going to pay attention to what she's teaching me, rather than just, oh, well, this isn't going to work, so I'm just going to stay fat forever. And like I said, I have thought these things many times, and I can't do that. I can't put myself in this mental state of just already being defeated before I even give it a chance. You know what I mean? You can't do that. So I am learning a lot throughout this process. Here's some positive affirmations that I have been using to help myself. So one of them is I make conscious choices to care for my body. I love and trust my body. I know it wants to heal, and as soon as I give it the proper nutrition that it needs. I am committed to caring for and honoring my body as the vessel through which I am able to explore the world with curiosity and wonder. I am so proud of myself for learning to listen to my body and trust that it will tell me what it needs. I love my body and trust that when it is ready, it will produce the results I am looking for. And I accept and love the ways that my body serves me. And then I'll go into certain things of the week that I had accomplished. Like, I had accomplished making breakfast for myself every day. And coming from the person who does not cook, that's an accomplishment. Like, this shit takes time. And you can't expect to undo 5 years worth of bad habits in 90 days. Like, that's just, you're setting yourself up for unrealistic expectations. Everybody's different. Some bodies may respond to it better than most, but at the same time, it's just like, if you give yourself unrealistic expectations, you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. Like, I don't necessarily have anybody to go ahead and talk to about these things who actually truly knows what's going on. So it's just like, it's refreshing, and it's great to be able to talk to somebody who primarily deals with this, because I feel like they literally understand what I'm going through. My gym is closed, this whole COVID situation, and of course living in Arizona, it's everywhere. We are bad about that, you guys. We're bad. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard on the news, if you live in other states and stuff like that, like Arizona is like one of the worst ones because you don't can listen. I'm actually going to start incorporating exercises. So not that I wasn't working out before, but since this whole COVID thing, I literally have been out of the gym for way longer than I should have. Now, knowing what I know, and I'm still continuing to learn to have a more balanced diet, I can now start implementing exercises into my routine now to further assist me in my weight loss. I can start by incorporating at-home exercises while I'm on my days off when I'm not sitting on my ass, even though I'm not. A lot of times I am working, still trying to, you know, do content and things like that. But in the 30 minutes I can take out of my day, it's not gonna kill me, obviously. It's, if anything, I need to move my big ass. This is really helping me see that I need to make these changes for me, not for anybody else, not for my husband, not for social media, not for anybody. But I need to make these decisions for me. At the end of the day, I'm taking the steps to go ahead and improve and heal my body naturally. So, and I also have an appointment with a different endocrinologist, going to a different one, and I'm going to be getting some new tests done. So to get a further in-depth look as far as for where my levels are at. So that's next week. I may or may not vlog that. I'm gonna try to. Pretty much like concludes as far as for where I'm at now. Currently learning a lot about myself. I'm learning a lot about eating more of a balanced diet. And again, it may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot for me. It's, like I said, progress is still progress, even if it's a little bit of progress. But it's a lot for me because there's also some things that I left out just because for privacy and personal reasons. So I am still taking, just a quick recap, I'm still taking OVASITOL. If anything, she told me to still stay on it. And I'm taking a vitamin D complex, a vitamin B complex, and magnesium. So, which I have actually found that has actually significantly improved with my anxiety. And I noticed that I don't feel as hardcore anxiety as I did before. I know it's probably something not as extravagant. I don't know what you guys were expecting. Like, oh, I lost 50 pounds. No, like that's not how this works. It is a very slow and steady pace when it comes down to not only trying to undo like 10 plus years of like bad habits, trying to undo 10 plus years of negative self-talk, trying to undo years of just poor eating habits. So there's a lot of changes here, and coming from somebody who, I do well with change, but when you've developed these habits for so many years, it's one of those things to where like you just automatically do it. You don't think about it. And I found that this has been the hardest just because it has to deal with deep-rooted issues that I've had for many years. So this is definitely something that can sometimes be triggering for me, but at the same time, and again, the positive affirmation thing that I have been doing has actually really truly been helping. If you guys want me to go ahead and film a video on that and how I've been implementing those things, I can do that too. Also, I was thinking about filming a video of like me doing like a vision board, because that's one of the next things that I've been wanting to do, just to kind of like post like my goals and get a visualization, because I really do truly believe in the power of manifestation and truly believe in the power of the law of attraction. You guys just let me know. It's pretty much like what sums up like the last like few weeks of what I've been doing. And again, I kept some things private just because for privacy reasons. Yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that you guys also enjoyed this new setup. I'm really excited about that. It comes down to it at the end of the day, I am making the progress to go ahead and improve and trying to heal my body very naturally through functional nutrition. Again, I'm reiterating this disclaimer. This is all pertained to me personally. So this is all pertained to me personally. So anything that I've been explaining has been designed specifically for me. What might work for me may not work for you. Do with that information what you will. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and until then, I will go ahead and see you in the next video. Bye guys!